Welcome to Song Stories, the stories behind the songs that I write. As I started to write more songs over the past few years, I've noticed a pattern emerging. I'm attracted to offbeat phrases, stories, and events. To me, the best ideas ripple outwards. How do they connect to other people and other concepts? But they also turn inward. The songs that I love to write most are the ones that have a deeply personal meaning for me. The ones that make my skin prickle and my eyes water when I finally get just the right words.
You got a voice like whiskey and oak. It's curling like smoke. It's moving all around me. You got eyes that see right inside. There's nowhere I can hide. I don't even know how you found me.
Signals came so strongly, I think, out of the need for connection and the sense of isolation that hit so many of us in the first couple months of the pandemic. I wrote it in April 2020. So that wasn't even a month into when things were really weird and different here in Vancouver. And I was just knocked backwards by this need for connection and the frustration of not being able to connect with people. You know, I had gone from doing a play with a really big cast at the end of 2019 to being really sick for a lot of January and February, and then starting to feel really good for the first time in a couple of months. And the weather was getting good, and within 2 days of that, I think everything shut down. And so there was just all these connections, all these amazing things that were happening, just like they were happening for everybody, just came to this screeching halt. And so Signals kind of came out of that. A lot of it I wrote on a bike ride. I like to move my body a lot, and that's when ideas tend to sort of percolate. So I had just gone to take some photographs for a friend of mine who owns a clothing store, and she wanted some photographs taken. And I remember just all the weirdness of like feeling really uneasy going inside her apartment because we weren't supposed to do that. And so mostly we did the photo shoot outside, but there was kind of some unavoidable, like, oh, we had to go inside and take the clothes in and out and take pictures of them. And I just remember, you know, and this is a friend that I just love connecting with. And she's so social and so giving and generous, and it just felt so weird to have to be like really wary and really uneasy, and it was a weird day. And when I finished doing that, I remember jumping on my bike and going for a ride, and then sitting on this wooden like rail kind of thing, and it smelled of creosote. It was like treated with creosote, and sitting there and starting to type the lyrics for Signals into my phone. And the first line, which is you got a voice like whiskey and oak, it's curling like smoke, it's moving all around me, actually came from, as we were doing the photo shoot of my friend's the vintage clothes she was selling, one of her neighbors was chatting with us, and he was just this neighbor of hers that happened to have a very like appealing voice. It was like really kind of deep and kind of sexy, and I just loved that idea of like a voice like whiskey and oak. And so that's where the idea for that line came. And then the song just became kind of about obsession, really, like about wanting to connect with somebody and not knowing how they felt. And I think it came from a bunch of different places, and a bunch of different people and a bunch of different ideas. I don't think very often that even if somebody or something directly inspires a song, it's never from just one event or one idea. Almost never anyway for me. It's usually a compilation of a lot of different things and feelings and situations and times. And this one was no different. It was about obsession, and it kind of became about obsession and making choices and sort of the inevitability of those choices that we make and how they ripple through our lives. And that's kind of where this one came up. So I knew that as I was typing the words into my phone, it was kind of I knew it would be a weird time signature. Like it just kind of, I wanted the words to kind of come, and I would even like worry about the time signature and stuff like that later. I just wanted the words to kind of take the main stage. So it ended up being a song that is either in 5/4 or 10/8 time, kind of. I'm not even sure. So it's an odd time signature. It's actually, I find it very hard to play it and sing it. I've only done it once live. but yeah, like that kind of sense of, when you're writing in an odd time signature like 7/8 or 5/8 or 9/8, there's always that, like for us, for our sort of Western ears that are used to very square, like 4/4 time. It jolts us. It makes us, we're not quite sure how to move or how to react to it physically, and so that sense of unease and sort of spiraling into something bad or dangerous was kind of there. But it's a fun song. I think I layered a lot of ukulele was the main. I think it's all ukulele and then a ukulele bass for the bass line, and then just lots of vocals. So it was really fun to do and fun to record and really hard to sing live. So I'll have to work on that part. Anyway, if you want to check out the original song, you can click on the link at the end of this video. Check it out. Let me know what you think. See if you can feel the odd time signature and see how you react to it. Enjoy.